Hi everyone, this is Craig Horsley from the Hidden Cabaret. We're located at 707 8th Avenue between 44th and 45th Street. It's a new cabaret series, and we are so fortunate today to have Erinn Sullivan. She is going to be performing on January 12th, this coming Sunday at 7:30, and she is Marilyn Monroe.
I mean, am I? Not really, but portraying, yes.
She's in a show called With Love, Marilyn. And it's a show where she's portraying Marilyn in just 11 songs. And let me hear more about the show.
Yeah, first off, thank you for having me. I'm so thrilled to be a part of your venue, and congratulations. Yeah, With Love, Marilyn is, it's a 70-minute one-woman tribute cabaret piece to that iconic blonde goddess, Miss Monroe, in which I marry a series of stories and songs into a what-if scenario of a final dress rehearsal of a show we never got to see Marilyn do prior to her death in 1962. So it's it's a hypothetical situation, but is actually something that was based on some history from a historian who's working with me, and she had given me this little gem that Marilyn was in talks with Sinatra and the whole Rat Pack about doing a Vegas show.
Okay.
And that's what kind of spawned the idea of like, well, what if I created something that no one saw her ever do? So it gives me a lot of freedom as an artist and a writer.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I know you're an artist, you're a performer and singer, but you wrote this show.
Yeah, me and my co-writer Stephanie Rosenberg. It was, I had the opportunity. The whole, I guess, backstory behind this piece in general is I was very fortunate to help create a piece called "With Love" or "Merrily and Baby Lamb: The Assassination of an American Goddess," written by the late playwright Mr. Mark Medoff. And I spent about 2 years developing that piece for him, which I portrayed Marilyn,
Right.
but it was a very behind closed doors of her, and so it was all the dark stuff, and it was all the rich and the things that the public wasn't privy to, and that's where I really started to fall in love with her.
Right.
Wasn't necessarily with her on screen, it was her off screen. And with the journey to Broadway is extremely hard, so there's been delays in that play, and it was kind of then I was given the opportunity by my producing team, Michael Rubenstein, Robin Milling, Dennis D'Amico, Stephanie Rosenberg, to given this amazing artistic gateway to take what I learned from that show and create my own little pocket.
Right.
So I feel very fortunate. It's fun storytelling, that's for sure.
And 11 songs.
Yeah. I mean, I hit on all the classics. So some stuff that everyone knows, like of course, "Diamonds Are Girl's Best Friend," "My Heart Belongs to Daddy," but then also sprinkle in some little gems that a lot of recordings that no one ever heard her actually do.
Right.
So.
How long does it take you to get into character?
I mean, it's really at the end of the day, it's just putting on the wig and going,
Yeah.
all right, we're doing this. I'm not a super method actor. I don't sit there and
Right.
No disrespect to the ones who do, but it's an exhausting journey, and with all I guess maybe almost 5 years in. It's just a matter of being honest to the material, and it kind of just already takes me there.
And you've done this in various places around the
Yeah,
country
I've been
already,
very
right?
fortunate to tour the country. I mean, by tour, gig out. I've performed in Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, Arizona, LA, which was terrifying. You're
Right.
on Maryland's home turf.
Yeah.
North Carolina. So it's been really fun to get to share it with all different parts of the country.
And I'm hoping that you get. I mean, this is New York.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be exhibiting it for a lot of different people.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will be touring around the
Ooh.
country once people see it.
Hopefully, so. Florida. I really am shooting for Florida. That's
Because I've seen the show, not with you in it, but I
Yeah,
can't
I
wait
got
to see the
some
original.
mini Marilyns,
Right.
yeah.
But the original is going to be fantastic
Thank
to
you.
see you. So the show is 70 minutes long. It's I remember it being funny, but a little bit heart tugging and
it's-
everything. It's Marilyn's story.
I didn't want to do. I always say I'm not an impersonator.
Right.
I am an actor, and all I do is simply try to portray and embody the characteristics that made her so iconic and so admired. And that alone, I think, is a daunting task. I don't look just like her. I don't sound exactly like her, but I really love telling her truth.
Right.
And I just think there's a lot more that people don't know. You know, I'm really passionate about that. So, and I want people to come and have a good time, but I want them to walk away going, wow, I did not know that.
Exactly.
I like to
that's what
educate an
hap-
audience,
Yes, yeah.
you know. So
And besides Marilyn, you've done some other work also. I saw that you were in Grease and Hairspray, and now you're doing Marilyn. Are you focusing on the 1960s?
I don't know. Maybe it's my cheeks. I don't know what like lays me into that decade of musical theater and art. But I know, funny, right? There's just something else too about that period. I just sometimes think that I was not meant to be living right now. I should have been living my best life in the 1950s.
Well, I know Marilyn. I mean, she's an icon, and I know you're going to be fantastic in it. I've seen pictures of you doing it and some clips, and I'm sure that people are going to be looking forward to seeing you live on stage doing this.
I'm very excited. Your space is beautiful, and it's a perfect scenario to really make a show that's like mine, so super intimate, that brings that intimacy to, because you want to do more than just perform. You want to leave. You know, you want people to leave with an experience. So
It almost looks Vegas-y.
Yeah,
so
right?
It's going to be great. Yeah.
I saw that neon in there.
Yeah. So, other than Marilyn, you have any other projects coming up? Or?
Well, recently I just relocated to Durham, North Carolina.
Right.
Which, adapting after 20 years in New York, adapting to the burb life, it's kind of wild to have a car and put things in a trunk and drive places.
And go to Costco and Walmart.
Yeah, I'm like Target. Like it's very exciting. But yeah, I've gotten into directing a lot. I direct for a regional house in Wisconsin every year, so I'm about to go direct Legally Blonde up there, and just kind of getting involved in the community. It's when you completely uproot yourself and go to a completely new city, it takes a second, especially when a lot of people think you're this New York bigwig and you're like, but I'm really not. But it's you want to enter into a new community with grace.
That's great.
So I'm kind of easily trying to weasel my way in. So hopefully they'll accept me soon.
Well, they'll accept Marilyn for certain.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Erinn, this was wonderful. I want everybody out there to go see With Love Marilyn. It's at the Hidden Cabaret, 707 8th Avenue. Tickets are available www.hiddencabaret.com. Check out the whole website. You'll see everything that we're doing. We're a new cabaret space, so our shows are constantly we're increasing, adding shows, and I can't wait to see you in Maryland.
I can't wait for you to see it.
Thanks so much for coming up to New York
to do this.
It
is
is
my pleasure. I'm excited to be here, jet lag and all.
Okay. With Love Marilyn, 7:30, January 12th, Hidden Cabaret.
See you there.
Okay.